sorry to say. Now I will turn to our prepared speeches. Today, Karen Woodson is going to, Karen Woodson is going to give her speech, second speech from the Entertaining Speech Manual. And the title of her speech, Storytelling Manual. And the title of her speech is 2 for 1. Please welcome Karen Anderson. Karen Woodson.
This is the second time I'll be Karen Anderson. Toastmasters and guests. 2 for 1. You may think I'm going to give you shopping hints today, but no. I'll tell you a little hint. When I was a child, my dream was to be a star. A star in a television commercial. The Double McGum commercial. I have an identical twin sister. Her name is Sharon, mine Karen. Our middle name's Ryan. Mine's Rochelle, hers is Michelle. We sound alike. As some of you know, we look alike. She could have came in my spot today and given the speech, and you probably would not have known the difference. When we were born, my mom and dad were very excited. They had tried for years to have children, and finally, with one pregnancy, they get not 1, but 2. My dad ran through the entire hospital telling every single person he could meet, I got 2! I'm sure they thought he was insane. But with having 2 children also comes the responsibility of buying 2 of everything. 2 cribs, 2 high chairs, 2 walkers, double the diapers, double the clothes, double the diaper changes. And of course, double the feedings, which I am told that my grandmother was an expert at, that she would hold one of us on her lap this way and one that way and feed us at the exact same time. We dressed alike for most of our childhood years, up until about the 9th grade. And we were known as the mirror images of each other. The school yearbook at our middle school was titled Reflections. So they figured what would be more appropriate to put in the yearbook than a picture of the twins facing each other. So they arranged with us and made sure that we would dress alike that day. And there's a picture of us in the yearbook with our fingers touching each other. And oddly enough, it was at one point in our life when we were almost exactly the same height. Now I'm about 4 inches taller than she is. One of the disadvantages of having a twin is competition. We competed for almost everything. The better grades, the cuter boyfriend. We won't say who won on that one. To say that we never argued would be such a big lie that the Grand Canyon could not even hold it. We thought a lot of questions we were asked were silly. When they would ask us to our face, who's smarter? Who has more boyfriends? Who's more outgoing? When they should have known that I was the more outgoing one. I did use the older sister card to my advantage, although now I prefer is which one was born first. We had silly nicknames growing up. The Boxy Twins, Pete and Repeat, and Frick and Frack, which would not be used today, partly in fact to the Battlestar Galactica that chose those words to use, so it would not be edited from their television series. I'd have to say that my sister probably has the more servile attitude than I do. I'm more of a myself pleaser than she is. I have to say that one of the funniest stories that we have to tell is a particular boyfriend my sister was dating. His name was Mel, and on one evening we went to the roller skating rink, and he met her there. I was the driver in the family, so I was awarded the benefit of driving her to the skating rink, which meant I got to stay while she skated also. He decided he wanted to try to win her a little stuffed animal out of a skill crane machine. And she's standing on one side of him, I'm standing on the other watching. This is when the game first came out. You know the one, where you have to maneuver the little crane to pick up the toy, which it's very hard to do. Well, he won the bear. Excitedly, he grabbed it out of the machine and turned to me. Handing it to me, he went to kiss me as well, which I turned, so he only got this little side. He knew at that point, wait a minute, that's the wrong one. Red-faced, he turned to my sister. This is the look he got. She took the bear and walked away. He knew that was his last date. Oddly enough, a couple years later, I ran into this fellow again. Apparently he recognized who I was, but hoped I didn't recognize him. He came up to me, he goes, "Hi, I'm Vinny." I looked at him, I said, "I thought your name was Mel." Again, I was graced with a red-faced Mel, who, red-faced, turned and walked the other way and decided maybe I should pick up another girl. All in all, I have to say that being a twin is very enjoyable. There is the moments where you kind of regret the competition because people peg you so much on each other. But on the other hand, we did like being the center of attention.